The Marine and Environmental Affairs Division thanks more than 100 volunteers with its annual volunteer celebration this week. Shellfish technician Liz Lewis says without volunteers, the town's shellfish program wouldn't be possible.
This year we had 112 people volunteer, different people, with over 300 hours. So just to show them how much we love them and how much we need them, just to try to give back a little bit because they put in so much hard work. It means so much to me to have all these people show up and lots of food and friends and talking. You know, it's great. Sometimes we have really huge projects. When we're doing planting projects, especially, we need lots of hands. Live animals, you know, they have to go in the water fast during that one low tide. So having so many people makes a huge difference. And digging bushels of quahogs and things and moving them around, I can only dig so much. Back-breaking work. So to have more people and make it social, too, makes such a huge difference.
You must start to make friends with a lot of volunteers. Do you guys start to build relationships?
We definitely do. I have a lot of new Facebook friends from the volunteers. We chit-chat. They come in just to talk sometimes, you know, or when I'm checking catches, they stand at the truck and they talk, and we just chat about so many different things. I get hugs. It's really wonderful. Lots of friends.
What kind of things, talk to me about some of the volunteer opportunities that are here. So if anyone's watching and maybe hasn't thought about, hey, this is an avenue I might be interested in volunteering, what kind of jobs do you have available?
We have so many different things for all capability levels. You know, you can just be on the boat, you can be helping us sort, you can be on land if you don't want to go in the water, putting together nets and things like that. There's digging if you want something more rigorous. If you want to get in your gym workout with me, come on down. So there's lots of opportunities for tons of different ability levels too. So digging, planting, you know, it's just like planting your garden if you like gardening. So those sorts of things.
Why is it so important to have a shellfish program here in the town of Barnstable?
It's important because, I mean, people love it so much. It's that tradition here on Cape Cod. Everyone thinks of quahogs and chowder and things like that. Oysters, the oyster fever is unbelievable. So we don't want to put so much pressure on that wild resource. So by growing it ourselves and putting it out there, we're really taking a lot of that fishing pressure off. And these people have done a wonderful job supporting the program, really pulling for us. You know, it's made a huge difference. And everyone loves it. It's so great to see so many people thanking us at the landings when they get their oysters, you know, and we had 200 people show up on the first day, so people love it, and let's just keep this tradition alive, you know?
It's a small thing, actually, for what they actually do, and this year we've had about 112 volunteers, and this one is for shellfish, not only shellfish, but they helped Amy with a race for the state shellfish officers, and then also that they're invaluable, but they have a good time. The backdrop is on the Cape. I mean, a lot of people pay a lot of money to do what they do in volunteering. It's camaraderie. They get along. They have a blast. A lot of people have become friends of the department. They're not just strictly volunteers. We see them all the time in the stores and stuff. But this is just a small way to thank them. We've had people for years to volunteer, and they all have different skill sets that they can do, but we accommodate anybody that wants to volunteer, and we're always looking for new volunteers.
And if someone was watching at home saying, well, how can I get involved? I'd like to volunteer. Where can they go?
A lot of people that sometimes are new to the Cape, they want to learn a lot of things about shellfishing, about the embayments and stuff. They can call our office, the Natural Resource Office, at 508-790-6272. And the ladies there will put them in contact with Liz Lewis, which is our shellfish technician, who organizes most of the volunteers, and then we'll be in touch with them. But saying that, the biologists we have, the seasonal staff we have this year, and most years, are fantastic people. You can't have better workers than we have, especially for staff. They organize all of this, and they find jobs for volunteers to do to get them involved, which, as we know, the more little hands you have, it gets a lot done and makes it a lot easier.
But for volunteers, it's about friendship, community, and a love of shellfishing.
I just like I like the people, number one, and we have a great group of people, and we do love volunteering with the town and with on other things too, and I think we serve a need. Clamming for the kids, that's a good thing. and we do coastal cleanup and stuff like that. Anything that they need, they come and see us, and we get the volunteers out.
And this is such a fun event. Do you love coming to the thank you party every year?
I really do. I really enjoy it because it gives you a chance to socialize with the people and meet the people and talk to them one-on-one, Whereas I go to the meeting and you really don't get that chance.
Well, I've been shellfishing all my life. And I used to just go shellfishing, take what I want and leave, never thought anything about it. But I joined bars and helped the natural resources, Barnstable Natural Resources, and I learned a lot. I got educated. And it's not so much that you just go and take them now. You know why, and we help plant them, and I learned a lot how to plant them, and I just loved it. And it's good exercise. You meet wonderful people out there.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Everyone starts to build some really great relationships, and plus it's good for the residents of the town and sharing your joy with others.
If it wasn't for the town of Barnstable Natural Resources, there wouldn't be any shellfish left. They do a heck of a job by planting them, raising them, planting them every year. And the town of Barnstable, we ought to be very pleased with the natural resources and also people from bars.
I love the work. I absolutely love working with the team. Each year it's usually a new team or a variation of it, and I've been sort of like an old matriarch that keeps the team going year after year, and I love to do anything for a free boat ride. And I love to work hard and dig hard, and I love being outside. The big party of the year, you look forward to it. It's just, where else can you go in your own boots and hang out and eat shellfish? And, oyster season just opened up, so it's kind of like, for Barnstable, that's like our New Year's Eve. It's like our Super Bowl is oyster opening day. So it's kind of like a very festive time of year. I'm fishing like mad. The saltwater bite's kind of slowed down, but the freshwater bite's starting, and it's just a great harvest season.
Well, I grew up in Jersey City, so to come up here to Cape Cod and be able to participate in all the clamming activities. I was at opening day of oyster season, got my 50 oysters. It's just absolutely terrific. The natural resource people are great, but there's a lot of shoreline. They need some help. So a lot of people in the bars group, which I'm a member of, and other people help out with seeding and relays and all sorts of stuff. So it's just great.
What is your favorite thing to help out with?
I love the seeding, I have to be honest, because it's just fascinating for me to see you have a bucket this big with like 100,000 future clams in it, and I still have a tough time believing that that's going to happen. But 3 years later, they open up an area and say, go clamming, and there they are.
So amazing. So
Not
amazing.
only that, you go over to a place like Haney Point in Cotuit, and if low tide is like at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's like you're at some sort of resort that you would pay money to get into. And again, you're out there, it's beautiful, the shore is beautiful, the water's beautiful, and you get 100 more little necks. It's just terrific.
So, to start off, where is Bob Parsons here? Is Bob still here? Bob, come on up.
Hey, Bob. Hey,
Now, Bob put in so many hours with the herring, counting herring this year. So, for you, Bob, I have the Golden Herring Award. It's impossible to find herring, so it's actually a trout, but don't pay attention. There you go.